Pretty much. Life. What's more to be said? Life is us. And I'm sure you know yourself. If not, well, life is pretty much everything living, such as plants, people, and more. If you've been outside, I'm sure you are most likely surrounded by nature, therefore surrounded by life. You do go outside, right? Oh, who am I kidding? Been a while since I've opened up a video like this, eh? So, why am I telling you this? Well, I've been a bit too negative lately. It seems as though every single one of these videos requires me to have a dedicated rant section. Is this even necessary? I'm hoping not. So, I decided to go out into nature and calm down a little. Which made me get the perfect idea for my next character review. Because life is such a diverse subject, the character designs that came from this element are some of the most creative in the series. They may not have the best gameplay out all the time, that honor goes to the tech element, but they have what is genuinely some of the most creative characters. Even if the color palettes get a bit teensy, repetitive at times. And since I'm doing these videos in order of the series, that means I should do someone from Trap Team. I only own 2 life elements from Trap Team, though, which means either
what in the actual fuck?
Or sure, why not? Yeah, this would be a good time to talk about the new elements, but let's leave that for later. Time to discuss some Trap Masters. Well, how do I format these character reviews again? It's been a while since I've done one of these. Oh, let's get on to the character's backstory. Never mind. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. How about an overview of today's specimen before diving straight in, shall we? Tough Luck is easily my favorite Trap Master in terms of gameplay. The Trap Masters are kinda hit or miss for me. For every whoa, you have a... Oh, okay. But in general, the Trap Masters have the best reputation in the series, more or less. Being some of the most overpowered characters in the franchise, so much so that their existence and the mere thought of trying to balance them with these other tiny little baby stupids was enough to make the PvP mode up and disappear. Don't take that as fact or anything, just speculation. Though the battle arenas and Chaos Doom challenges could have easily been retooled into PvP maps. Even then, they could have just reused the battle arenas from Swap Force like they did in Giants. I'm just saying. But hey, no use bickering about things that happened nearly a decade ago. Oh wait, that's literally what I do in all these videos, don't I? Fuck you, Activision! Alright, I think I'm getting sidetracked. Time to check out the wiki. Once again, using the fandom page for this. I mean, the website is like gonzo, so I'm not sure what other websites I could use. Tough Luck is part of a tribe who... wait, tribe? Why so many of these have to be in tribes? What is it, the 4th quota of being a Skylander? As I was saying, Tough Luck is part of a tribe guarding the Fortunata Springs, the source of all luck in Skylands. Take a shot for every Skylander's backstory that either complicates or completely fucks up the lore. I swear, they will make the most insignificant parts of Skylanders so important out of nowhere. Like, the volcano in Woodboro, I can understand since the entire plot revolved around it. Like this one bonus mini-stage from Skylanders Imaginators. It's just all of a sudden the source of all water in Skylands. Ugh. Oh, and the Fortunata Springs. Considering that they call it the crystals that trap villains, Traptanium, and the crystals that let you create things, Imaginite, naming this character Broccoli Guy, and this dude named Chill Bill. Yeah, Fortunata Springs definitely has that Skylanders laziness to it. So, again, as I was saying, the Fortunata Springs are the source of every droplet of luck found in Skylands. But hidden deep amongst the random random canyons. And I felt bad for Lightning Rod for his name. Imagine being called a random canyons. Yeah, they just didn't care. They just gave up. Okay. I keep getting sidetracked. No distractions, no nitpicks. I'll read the backstory in full. Tough Luck is part of a tribe guarding the Fortunata Springs, the source of all luck in Skylands, but unfortunately, hidden in the random canyons, which move without warning or pattern, to cover the entrance of the magical waters. Minions of Chaos. Why do all of these backstories have to involve chaos? No distractions. Keep talking. Minions of Chaos found the springs and flew in with sponge tankers to drain every droplet of the lucky liquid. But unfortunately, for the villains, Tough Luck was patrolling the area, who made quick work of these minions. She then drank from this lucky liquid, as it was a custom for her tribe.
Yo, holy shit, is that the lucky liquid? Bro, my life is miserable. Give me some of that fucking stuff. Holy.
Drinking this suddenly made her feel the urge to seek out the trap team and join the Skylanders. The rest is pretty much history. I'm not going to explain who the trap team are. They are just yet another elite team of Skylanders. Her personality is pretty basic, to be honest. It's the same as most Skylanders, where she's just making puns and having lots of energy. So, not really anything to write home about. She's a bit meaner, I guess. Like her catchphrase, "deal with it," combined with her name, would make you assume she's a bit more of an aggressive realist, but her dialogue doesn't really do anything remotely interesting with that concept. The only thing of note is that on the wiki page listing all of her dialogue, there are two Rollerballs lines, and right under it is, coincidence? I think not. The fuck are you trying to tell me, Activision? Tough Luck has a beautiful figure, sculpting her fur in an amazing way, having a metallic green color as her paint, and just being an amazing figure overall. All of the Trap Masters have these crystal weapons, and they all look great, Tough Luck being no exception. Although her design is a bit bland, I still enjoy it, but something a bit odd to complain about is how her in-game model appears. The head is just gross. This could have been modeled in a much better way. You know how I usually start ranting around this part? Yeah, there's nothing for me to rant about here. She appeared in Skylanders Ring of Heroes, cameoed in the IDW comics a few times, and that's pretty much it besides this cool chase variant she got. She's not a very popular character, appearing in that one video that makes me want to get therapy. No one really talks about her that much, so why am I not getting angry at this? I should be furious that people aren't actively adoring something I enjoy. Skylanders Trap Team is the largest roster of any game. Not counting the minis, reposes, or traps, it introduced 36 new characters to the game, and most of them aren't even talked about, which I completely understand. This is when Skylanders games started feeling a bit repetitive, and when the sales started to decline. But I find it interesting that more people seem to talk about Bushwhack. Like, what the hell? This guy is just scrawny. But it's not like Bushwhack is one of the most popular Trap Masters. That doesn't really matter that much. And again, lots of Trap Masters, or even cores from Trap Teams, have an amazing moveset. So it's fine if she got overshadowed. Well, if there's nothing else to debate, let's talk about her moveset. The main reason why I enjoy her so much, although it isn't very versatile, it is insanely fun. It went for one of my favorite types of movesets from a creative standpoint, creating a moveset around the animal it's based on. We really don't get that often. I mean, I guess there's some exceptions, like Terrafin doing the whole swimming and attacking people from above him, but sharks don't really throw punches or summon mini sharks to attack people, at least not to my knowledge anyways. Oh, and a quick little disclaimer, I don't really own a capture card. I have been informed by some lovely people that there are super cheap capture cards that you can get for like $15 that are actually really good. But I have an alternative solution. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm not a cheapskate, I'm resourceful. I mean, I could use that money for more important things, such as a second gill runt. Her first attack is pretty simple, just a melee slash. That being said, for a melee attack, it has surprising range. The other attacks are more complementary rather than being an alternative means of combat. This does huge damage, especially against the villain mini-bosses you take during Trap Team. I tell you, these babies slice through baddies like butter. You can also jump and use the primary attack to perform a sort of ground pound. I don't really use this myself, but to each of their own. This attack has a simple 1, 2, 3 combo, with the third hit having a small leap, giving you some time to be vulnerable to enemy attacks. The second attack requires you to press the B button, or circle, depending on your controller. Why am I not including the button to press on a Nintendo system? Because people who play Skylanders Trap Team on Nintendo platforms don't deserve rights, including the 3DS version. Anyhow, press whichever button you are required to, and congrats! You can place a trail of poison ivy bushes. This does a large amount of damage, but dealt to a large crowd of enemies. Really satisfying for smaller enemies like Chompies. When you are in here, you're practically invisible, though you are able to leap out and pounce onto other enemies. This attack is really fun, but not super practical if I'm being honest. It becomes a lot better depending on your upgrade path, more on that later, but as is, this is just okay. It's good for regrouping, I suppose, but nothing else. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. If you place these bushes down, it can actually act as a trap for multiple enemies to walk into, although it doesn't really do that much damage and you need to be standing behind the bushes in order for this to work. So this isn't fun. And her third attack, you are suspended midair for a bit and have to pounce on any given enemy. You later get an upgrade to control where you pounce if you hold this button down. Another great attack for crowd control as it attacks a large crowd of enemies. Well, that's her base moveset. I suppose there's only one thing to move on to. Or two things. Wait, actually 3 things. Never mind the soul gem. Time to move on to her upgrade paths. We'll start with the top one. The top upgrade path is called Pouncy Pounce. Pouncy Pounce. First, you named a place of origin, Fortunata Springs. Second, you added the random canyons. Now, I have something to bitch about. Like, that doesn't even sound cool. What were they thinking? Why did they care enough to change her catchphrase late in development, and yet didn't care enough to make her upgrade path sound good? Pouncy Pounce, that doesn't even fit her personality. Like, what the... I get angered by those trivial things. Jesus, moving on. First upgrade, Poison Ivy. Now your bushes stun enemies when they walk into it. There isn't much to talk about. On to the next upgrade. This one is called Powerful Pounce. Let me check my notes. It gives you a more powerful pounce. I'm too lazy to rant about upgrades that only increase stats for the 4th time. So, we're gonna be moving on now. The last upgrade you receive in this path pretty much carries the rest. Now, whenever you are in bushes, you heal. So, okay. If you're doing a solo run of her, or if you're doing a Nuzlocke, pick this path. You can just stay inside of it for a while between battles, but otherwise, man, if you don't want her to die and only play as her, just buy Whirlwind, man, I don't know. Onto her second upgrade path, and regardless of how good this upgrade path is, I will suggest you use this one because it is not called Pouncy Pounce. I am not going to support an upgrade path called Pouncy Pounce. So, what is this upgrade path called? I'm glad you didn't ask. This upgrade path is called Warblade Whacker. Okay, Warblade sounds metal as hell, but adding Whacker at the end? I'm not going to rant about this, but come on, bro. Congratulations! You just made both paths sound lame. I mean, of course this one sounds less lame than the other one, but I'm pretty sure anything sounds less lame than Pouncy Pounce. Moving on. First upgrade in this path is called Wave Goodbye. I mean, alright, I guess that fits her personality better. This upgrade increases your damage. Yeah, that's it. Second and third upgrades are both combo attacks. Lucky Spin, where you press first attack, and hold the second attack, and you create some poison ivy bushes. The third upgrade, Wiggin Warblade, where it's just another pounce move. Yeah, lame. The combo for this is first attack, and hold third attack, if you're wondering. Why are these separate upgrades? There are Skylanders like Eyebrow, Slam Bam, Stealth Elf, and more who all receive combo moves on their upgrade paths, but they get 2 combos in one upgrade, not 2 combos across 2 upgrades. Couldn't have added another filler upgrade? Even more lame. And now for her final upgrade. Her Soul Gem. A Garden of Pain. I like where this is going. Hold the third attack and press the first attack to grow spiky blades of grass that do massive damage. Man, this attack is amazing for crowd control, and generally just a powerful attack. I don't blame you for spamming it non-stop. I mean, that's what I do. Oh, right, forgot to mention. My preferred upgrade path is the bottom path, obviously, but, is there anything else for me to mention? Oh, wait, fuck! I reviewed a feline without making a pussy joke! I'll leave that to you guys. Give me some nice pussy jokes in the comments. Alright, comedy aside. Man, you're weird. You watched this entire video all the way to the end? I mean, who says weird is a bad thing? I recommend subscribing. We could be weird together. Also, sorry, it's been a while since I uploaded. Jesus, it's been months, actually. But I am hoping that the next videos will come out sooner. So please, leave any feedback for things I could potentially improve on, besides my upload schedule. And I'll talk to you next time. Later.